Hello and happy New Year's. Welcome to 2026. And we are here with designer discussion talking about what's next and what's new for this year. Welcome to Designer Discussions Podcast with
Miriam,
Maria,
and Jason. Tune in each week where we discuss marketing, PR, and business advice for design professionals.
Yes, so we're super excited to go into another year with our podcast, which is year three,
Year four.
probably four. Oh my God, the years fly by.
Yeah.
But so we have some major updates to share, and we wanted to take an episode to do that. The first big update we want to share with you, and you've maybe noticed that Maria Martin, our friend, who was our co-host for the past 3 years that we've been doing this, she stepped back to focus on her core business. So she's not going to be a permanent member of the cast anymore, but she'll be back with guest episodes where she'll be giving us all the most exciting updates about AI and everything business and tech trendy that's happening in the industry. So we thank her very much for all the time that she's spent with us, and we're really happy that she's going to continue being part of it, even if it's on a slightly more limited scale.
Yeah, and you all love hearing about her AI information, and
Mhm.
she's the AI expert. So we have to have her on to talk about what's happening there because AI is forever changing. So that's one of the changes we're going to have. Another change we're going to have is you hear from us all the time talking about updates on marketing, PR, and all that. You're still going to hear that, but we're going to have guests on now. So you won't hear us all the time like you have in the past. We would every now and then have guests on, like we're going to have Jan on always because she does an amazing job on the KBiz review, giving you up to date information on what happened. So if you didn't have a chance to attend, you could get a high level overview. So we'll still have her. And we're going to have other design and remodeling professionals to actually talk to you about what's happening in their business that they're operating and what's happening on the ground. So we're going to hear more from design and remodeling professionals, which we had in the past, but now we're going to do more of that. And then when we do our own talks, it's going to be more high level, and we are going to still give you information on all the marketing tips and had in the past, but it's just going to be now you're going to hear from other individuals and other professionals just besides ourselves.
Yeah, and we'll definitely keep our own episodes really um, actionable, with tips that you can use in your PR and your marketing now that are going to make your life easier and just keep you up to date on all the trends that are happening and everything you need to know. For our guests, I almost call them like business of the month guests, I would say. The format's not really super strict, but we want to talk about like what the story of the business is, talk about what's working in their marketing and what's not, where they maybe are feeling stuck. And then we are totally happy to provide some on the spot advice on what they might want to think about changing. So if you're listening to this and you're like, oh, that would be kind of fun. It's like, I'd like to talk about my marketing, or you have either you have a great success story or you have a major problem in your business. Send us a note, and apply for a spot on one of these episodes. Because we're looking for interesting stories and interesting businesses that we can feature in this series.
If you have any marketing mishaps or any marketing questions that you have, send them to us because we're going to do a Fix My Marketing segment where we listen to what you have to say and what issues you're having and offer you suggestions on how to enhance it. Because you've heard from us for the last 2.5, 3 years on marketing tips, PR tips, but we want to make it more actionable for you. So send us your questions, what your issues are, and we'll start to resolve those on one of the podcast episodes.
Yeah, so that's the fun we have planned for this year. So if you are not part of our newsletter community yet, please sign up so to make sure you get updates on episodes and other fun news that we are communicating. And we really hope to be able to talk to some of you in person on a future episode. So sign up, apply for a spot, and we'll look at all of them. We promise. We'll hope to see you back here in 2 weeks again for our first regular episode of the year.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of Designer Discussions and all of the helpful information. Subscribe to our podcast, leave us a review, and share it with your friends. We look forward to having you back next week. For more information on the podcast and the marketing studio, visit designerdiscussions.com and follow us on social media.